Welcome back to Mike's Archery's YouTube, and we are taking a look at the brand new bow from Bowtech for 2021, and this is the first in the lineup that they've come up with, and this is the short draw model. Now they released the Solution SD before the rest of the lineup. Now we do know that the rest of that lineup is going to be called under that Solution name. However, we don't really know what the bows are going to look like or the specs yet on those bows. So we are taking a look at the short draw version. And frankly, if the short draw version is any predecessor to what the other ones are going to be, I think they've got a great set of bows coming for you in 2021. Now, taking a look at the short draw, the speeds on this bow is going to be at 323 feet per second, and it does have an axle to axle of 30 inches. Now, the weight on this bow, physical weight, is 3.9 pounds is what they're advertising from the factory. We threw it on the scale, and we got 4.4. So that's quite a bit. That's literally like half a pound more than what factory weight is. We did pull the orbit dampeners off. We didn't unscrew the posts out of the risers, but we jerked the orbit dampeners off and got it down to 4.2, which is a little closer. I'd say if we got rid of those posts, you're getting closer to where they're getting that advertised weight, but it is coming in a little heavier than what they're advertising. Now, the draw length range on this, being the short draw model, obviously is just that. It's going to go from 23.5 and maxes out at 28.5. Now, that's still going to fit a lot of guys at 28 inches and that 28.5 that want to shoot this bow and get some performance on a little smaller platform, a little smaller cam. So you're going to be able to get to some real short draws, some women, just some options there, maybe even a few kids if they've got some strength in them, because this bow is only coming in a 50, 60, or 70 pound option. So you're not going to be able to get a 40, but you can crank that 50 down a little bit if they're shooting in that mid 40 pound range and want a nice performance bow and a high-end option as far as tuning and all those things to get you that short draw. Now, the brace height on this bow is 7 inches, and we're seeing that for this year. A lot of guys are going to a little higher brace height, a lot of manufacturers, and they are obviously a little more forgiving and a little easier to shoot at 7 inches. So that was a nice addition there on the brace height. Now, they kept that DeadLock Cam System and DeadLock Pocket System on the Solution SD, and I'm sure that's going to be there on that Solution lineup as well. That's just going to allow you that adjustability in the cam that they had from the Reckoning from a few years ago that they came up with, to where you can micro drive that cam, really get it tuned in precisely without putting it in a press, without trying to yoke tune and do all those other things. It's going to give you a lot of access to be very easy to get precision tuning out of this bow. Now, the bow also comes with the DeadLock cable containment system, which is a really nice flex guard with a roller built into it. Makes it really smooth on the draw, no chatter, and of course that flex guard allowing it to come in a little bit, taking the torque off the cams as well. Just a really nice setup there. They do include double rest holes if you want to lock your rest down and make sure that's solid, and they also include double sight mounting hole positions if you need to adjust that sight up or down to get it where you need it. From there, they do have a single stabilizer hole in it, which is just basically standard, and they've got several other milled options here if you want to move those orbit dampeners around on the riser. There's a few other spots that you could move them to if you need to adjust that weight balance on this bow. From there, they kept the clutch grip system, which is a great grip system from Bowtech, and that clutch grip system is coming standard on there. You're going to be able to color accessorize that if you want to change those out. They've also got the control grip as well. If you want that little higher wrist grip with a 1/4 inch higher plate on there, you can also get that and change out this grip system, which is a nice feature on a high-end bow. If you like a little different feel in your hand and just want to get a little different adjustment, a little different higher wrist grip, you're going to be able to do that with their clutch grip system on this bow. Now, they put 2 orbit dampeners on here as well, a little counterbalance on the opposite quiver side, also taking some kick out of it a little bit as well, but obviously it did add a little bit of weight. We did notice that. So it is available in 10 colors. So they kept with the short draw model, making it available in all the color options. That's 4 solid colors and 6 camo options. So if you want to customize this bow out and really get what you want, as always, Bowtech has a ton of color options in this bow. So let's take this bow outside. Being that it's a short draw, I'm still going to shoot it. We are going to shoot it on 27 inches on the draw length, so it's going to look a little short on me. But we just want to see what it feels like, what it sounds like, and what kind of performance speeds they're getting out of this shorter draw model. So we've stepped out here to take a look at the new Solution SD, shoot it over the chronograph, and see what kind of speeds it puts up. Now keep in mind, We are shooting this bow at 27 inches in draw length because it is a short draw model. I am 29, so it's going to feel very short to me. But we just want to see what kind of speeds we get, kind of see what the cam feels like, and how quiet the bow is as well. So 273. So at 27 inches, it is a 70-pound bow. Really and truly, that's putting up some speeds. You take that back out to a 29-inch draw, you're probably in the upper 280s with this setup. So if you're looking for something and you got that at shorter draw, they put a fairly aggressive cam on this. When you come to full draw, you're going to feel it at the back end. It does drop off pretty harsh at the back end. It's not tough getting it there. It doesn't really stack up too bad. It's very smooth getting there, but that last quarter inch or so, it does drop into a pretty good hole. And I'm sure that's where they're getting some extra speed on this short draw bow, and that's exactly what you want if you're in that situation. Grip feels good. It's as dead as any bow you'll shoot on the market. Feels really good overall, and frankly very quiet as well. To put up those speeds on a 70-pound bow and then still be very quiet is something you're looking for in a hunting bow. So if you're that guy that, you know, is a 26, 27-inch draw at the most, and you want to get some performance out of a bow, take a look at this new Solution SD from Bowtech for 2021.